Hola, Duolingo has failed me. Hola, mi amiga chitas. And welcome to another video. We're gonna be doing something that we haven't done before on this channel. I'm gonna be giving you guys a little build challenge. No, a little something, a little assessment, because I feel like you guys have been here for too long and we haven't assessed our building skills. So I have a little building challenge. It's called the Business Plaza Build Challenge. Basically a business plaza. There are a lot of them where I come from. Business plaza is basically a large building, and this smart man or woman or person builds this building and splits them into different slots and rents them out. It makes a whole bunch of money, honestly. So we need to learn something from these capitalists, because some of them got it right here, or some of them got it right here, some of them are making moves. Basically, the idea of this build challenge is for you guys to come up with the most random business ideas. Like, I want to see aquariums. I want to see the most random things. Like, you can be as creative as you want. It doesn't have to be a functional business in the game. Just do whatever you want. You can use inspiration from wherever. But I just want to see the most random businesses together, because I remember there's this plaza where we used to go get like our dentist checkups. The dentist clinic was right above a wig shop. So like that's the kind of vibes I want. I want the most random businesses all in one build, and I can't wait to see what you guys do. This originally was supposed to be a shell challenge, but then I figured out that my skills in making like the floor plan of a building aren't the best. So I just kind of decided to give you guys the creative freedom to come up with whatever you want. It can be as big or as small as you want. You can have basements. There are not much for rules. You can have as many businesses as you want. You can have basements. I don't care. I don't care. Just make it as creative as possible and as random as possible. I live for a bit of randomness, honestly. But if you are like me, because when I was a child sim, my creativity skill capped at level 3. Like, I was not going past level 3. It kind of shows forward in my adulthood, because I don't know what this is, but if you need a shell, if you're like me and you kind of are better at furnishing buildings than actually building them, you can go over to my gallery, Mykel A Sims, and you can get yourself a shell. It is a little shell divided into 4 slots, so you can kind of put your businesses in there. So upload your builds with the hashtag Mykel Business Plaza, and I will put them in a future video. I'm really excited to see what you guys create, honestly. I'm really excited. But obviously, I'm gonna have to try my own challenge myself. So this is a speed build of my first business. Without further ado, let's head into. I've not done that in a while. I haven't actually done that in a while. Without further ado, let's get into it. I remember I used to grab a drink. I'm gonna get a drink right now.
A few moments later.
Do you guys like my little wine cup thing? Love that. We need to bring back traditions, honestly. So without further ado, grab yourself a drink and let's head into it. It feels good to do that again, I'm not gonna lie. So this is not really a long yap session. You know I love me a good yap session. So this one is not really a long yap session, because this build took me like about an hour, I think, and I really enjoyed doing this build. It's way better than the hotel I made. If you missed my hotel, you can watch it right here on the card on screen. Actually, babe, it's not going to be on the card on screen because I never remember to put those. It will be in the description. Probably. Or it will be in the build playlist and you can just go through it there. But I never remember to put the card on screen. I'm going to be so real with you. So, as per usual, all my builds do come with prior inspiration. But just let me know if you kind of like saw, if you see the resemblance. Like, if I did a good job actually bringing that vision through. But basically, my first business idea, I know we have like lounges, we have clubs, but like, and we also kind of have like kind of this vibes with the horse ranch pack. But this is a little bar, like a little bar. We also have the similar vibes with Strangerville. I think the bar in Strangerville has similar vibes. But we have a little bar, and it is inspired by a game that I will forever love. It is inspired by Life is Strange. Life is Strange 1 to be... No, sorry. Life is Strange True Colors. So this is the bar in Life is Strange True Colors. I forgot the name of the bar. But it was such a good game. It has an impact in my soul, in my heart. It has a place in my heart and soul, and it's never leaving. So this was inspired. I actually did not plan this yap session. Like usually I have like, oh, I'm gonna talk about this, I'm gonna talk about that. But I did not plan this particular yap session, and it might just be the most random collection of like random topics, or it's gonna be total nonsense. So hopefully my brain works this session. So one thing that still pisses me off about The Sims 4 is like I just don't get why they don't make all the wood match. Like I feel like every single wood, like or every single wooden item should have like the exact same wood types. Like obviously there are different vibes. Like the horse ranch came with a lot of like rustic wood, and that's great and all. But then I feel like everything should have like similar color schemes so we kind of match wooden items more. So right now it was kind of hard for me to match, like there were not a lot of wooden bars in the first place. So finding a good wooden bar that kind of matched the vibes and then trying to match it to the counters, which I wanted to have that rustic feel, I just couldn't. And then I wanted the little back bits, like the displays of the drinks they usually have at the back of bars. But then obviously it's not in the right shade. So I just have a bunch of different like wooden items just everywhere with different shades of wood, and it actually really annoys me. It piss like what really grinds really grinds my gears, the different wood types in this game. It annoys me so much. But then we should have like a base, like maybe we have like 5 base wood types that every single wooden item has, and then if you want like more options they can add more. But really should have like like a set of 5 like variants of every single wooden item that is exactly the same. And personally, I'm down to start a petition for it. I'm so down. I'm down to rile up some people on Twitter, and we can get this done. So, as I said before, this was inspired by Life is Strange True Colors, and that is kind of like the esque of games. Like when I started my YouTube channel, I did not want to be a Sims channel. I'm gonna be so real. I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. I did not want to be a Sims channel. I wanted to do variety. Like at that, like I was getting into gaming so much more. And I remember, wait, how many minutes do I have? I have 14 minutes to yap. I have 14 minutes to yap, and trust me, I will. So when I started YouTube, the reason I started YouTube, I'm gonna be so real, but that was the time where I think Last of Us 2 just came out, and I was there was this YouTuber. His name is I think his name is Rad Brad, but he basically used to do playthroughs of games like console games. So he was doing a playthrough of Last of Us 2. Oh no, he was doing a playthrough of Last of Us 1, and I wanted to watch the playthrough of Last of Us 1 so I can play The Last of Us 2 because I was planning on buying The Last of Us 2. So I'm watching the playthrough, and I remember in the beginning of his like little playthrough, he says that they gave him the game for free. And I was just like, oh my god. Like what a life that would be, getting games for free. And that was kind of the starting point of like why I started doing research into like, oh, the whole YouTuber career thing. And I was like, maybe this is where I belong. Maybe this is where I want to be. So that's kind of how it started. And sidetrack, I want to talk about those large chairs. I thought we would have more options that would kind of fit into this vibe, but apparently we don't, and these are the only versions we have. We have the ones with Dream Decorator, but obviously those are for living rooms and not for like a bar. They're so massive. We need smaller ones, and I'm not even sure it works with the table actually. So this bar is probably non-functional, or at least everything else should be functional apart from that little booth at the back. So I do apologize for that. It's not my fault. It's the Sims, bibs. It's the Sims. Back to what I was saying. So that was kind of the starting point of why I wanted to like do YouTube or like do content creation, getting stuff for free. But then I kind of like started watching simmers like Deli, started watching Claire. Claire was kind of the clicking point for me because she also streamed, and I just really wanted that. Like I wanted to create a little community. I just loved the idea of having like a little community where you could share stuff with. Because one thing about me, I don't have a lot of people to talk to. That's why I yap a lot because I don't have a lot of people to talk to. So like having like a little community where I can yap to you about my life, that is actually just a dream come true, babes. And obviously it was also really inspiring that I remember when she did a little fundraising challenge, a little fundraising build challenge for the the WWW, I think. The World Wildlife something something something. The WWF, the World Wildlife Fund Foundation. Oh my god. She did a little build challenge and that was so inspiring for me. I was like, I want to be able to like do something like that actually like changes or something that actually helps through content creation, which is something I love. I just don't want to be some random person just playing video games and just having fun. I also want to like kind of do something that, that changes the world, like that has a little bit of an impact. So that was kind of the clicking point for me. I was like, I really do want to do this. And since then, it has been like maybe 5 years since then, and I'm still headstrong on getting that done. So as I was saying, I didn't want to be a Sims YouTuber, but the only thing that really pulled me in, because obviously starting off on YouTube, you start to see kind of like videos or like, oh, how to get more subscribers in 30 days, how to get monetized in 3 minutes, and you kind of see this kind of videos. So obviously you start watching them, like they're not bad videos, they're not bad channels. Some of them are a little bit clickbaity. It's like, oh my god. There is this guy, and like I started watching his videos because his channel is specifically made for gaming channels, I would say. And I remember he put on his little thumbnail, and he was like, "Oh, his little thumbnail was like, oh, do not post like this or do not post like that," and it was the little posting schedule thing where you can schedule your post for like weeks ahead, and he was like, oh, don't do that, you're gonna get less views on the thumbnail. Obviously that was a lie, just like a little clickbait thing, but I was so scared. I thought the reason why I'm still a small creator was because I've been scheduling my videos, and I really do blame you for putting that fear in my heart. I like, if I get you outside, it's on site, we are really gonna have a fight, really. One thing that really pisses me off about The Sims 4, I feel like the curtains are very, like, until like recently when we started having like more modern curtains, the curtains are very ugly. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. The curtains are very ugly. And then I feel like they started bringing out more modern looking curtains, which is like great and all. But then we also need those kind of like traditional style curtains that actually look good. So EA, get to work. We need more curtains, babes. Anyways, back to my story. I'm getting sidetracked, but you guys have to get used to that because that is just how I roll. So I wanted to play Minecraft. I wanted to play um I wanted to play some shooting games. I wanted to play Fallout 84. I just wanted to play basically anything I felt like playing at the time. I love the fact that I came up with that like little pantry door. Like when I did that and I look back at it, I was like, damn, I really did do that. How much? Okay, I have 10 more minutes to yap. Let me yap. So basically, I wanted to do a whole bunch of things. I want to be a variety, and I still do want to do variety. But then obviously you start watching those types of videos and they're like, oh, variety is not really good at the beginning for obvious reasons. Sometimes if I make a Sims video and then it pushes my videos out to people who love Sims videos, and then next week I'm making a Call of Duty video, and then it pushes out to people who love Sims. And then they're like, oh, I don't actually watch Call of Duty, so bye. It's kind of like bad for my channel, and I get it. So that's why I kind of like settled on The Sims 4. Also, because it is the only game that will run on my PC while I'm also recording. A lot of other games wouldn't run. Minecraft kind of tried, but as the versions, like as the game keeps getting updated, it does get a little bit more performance intensive. So I don't think I'll be able to do that for now. At this time. At this time, I don't think I'll be able to like play Minecraft on my channel. Hopefully someday we'll be able to do that. I also was thinking about doing like a little Bit Life. Do you guys know Bit Life? I'm sure you do. It's a great game. It's a life sim game as well. I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty convinced every single simmer has played Bit Life. So it's like a little cute game, and I remember Clash of One did a little Bit Life controls my Sims. I really don't know how I'm going to like bring that into the Sims or like make a video on that, but I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. So as I, oh my god, I have spiraled out of control. As I was saying, um, so that was my plan, and so Life is Strange is kind of like the type of video I really want to be like the type of content I really want to be making. Like these little story games where you can kind of have like community feedback as well. Like on stream, I really want to stream this type of games. Like there are even some story games that kind of like accept like chat votes into the game, which is really cool. So I want to do something like that, and I think it would be really lovely. But obviously we have to get through this stage. To get through this stage, I don't know, find some money to get a good gaming PC, and we're gonna get there, you guys, and I really do believe that. So right here, I was kind of making decisions on if I wanted the little. I don't know why I'm bobbing the camera around like that. If I wanted to make the little fence outward, but it was kind of creating a little bit too large of a balcony, so I decided to just go for a little roof. I kind of forgot how I did this, but okay, I did a little resizing. Yeah, big brain, big brain. But anyways, Life is Strange. Life is Strange True Colors. Life is actually none of my builds are inspired by Life is Strange, like the first one. And I'm really excited to play the latest one, still about Max. I'm really excited to play that one. But if I install that on my PC, I think it will generally throw itself off a cliff. I really do believe that. I really do believe that if I install the new Life is Strange, that would be the end of my PC, and I just can't. It actually makes me sad because I haven't played every single Life is Strange game. I haven't played Life is Strange 2, which is kind of crazy because that's actually one of my favorite ones from watching. And one thing that I really love about these story type games is how like the creators or like the players kind of interpret it in a way, and it kind of like makes the game feel a certain type of way. Because I remember watching Clash of One play Life is Strange, and she romanticized Chloe. If you don't know, the romantic options are Chloe, this blue-haired girl, and Warren, this cute little nerd boy. And she romanticized Chloe being she's so cool. She has blue hair and everything. And Chloe's not, like, she wasn't wrong. She wasn't wrong. Chloe was cool in some ways. But me, when I did my own personal playthrough, I hated Chloe with all my guts. But watching her playthrough, I kind of liked Chloe. Do you get what I mean? So I feel like the different playthroughs kind of have like everyone interprets things in a different way. Because I remember playing Life is Strange, I hated Chloe's guts. Because first of all, Chloe never failed to guilt trip Max, telling her, "Oh, you left me, you moved out of town without me, da 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 da." To make her do her biddings, she was using her powers for her own personal means, making her, sneak into the principal's office, guilt tripping her into like doing a little weed, even though like Max still didn't. And one thing about me is I will not hesitate to show you that I don't like you, because at the end of the game, I did not hesitate to kill her. I did not hesitate because I am not sacrificing a town of good people for a terrible friend like Chloe. I'm not like, if you love Chloe, I apologize. This is gonna sound a little bit jarring, but that's just how I feel about it. That is just really how I feel about it. Oh my god, is the build done? Okay, it's not done. There's still a bit more to be done. So I really just hated her, and I sacrificed her life for the life of the people in town. And I really do stand by that. I really do believe that. Argue with me in the I will argue with you. I will. If not that I have lack of memory and I probably don't remember a lot that happens in the game. But I will argue with you because Chloe was a bitch. And I really do stand by that at this time. So yeah. So this little bar, I think the build is done. Yeah, it is. It actually is done. So I did in fact do a version with the little bar separated, and it is uploaded to the gallery actually. So check it out at Mykel ASAP. Gorgeous, gorgeous girls. It's a really like it's. I love the fact that it's one thing about me. I love a small build. I love when things are kind of like compacted together. There's really no space for anything more. Like I love a good compacted build. So I really love the way this build turned out. So first of all, let me know if you guys see the resemblance. Like especially this part. Like surely you guys see the resemblance from Life is Strange True Colors. Because this is where you you have your little competition with the girl in Life is Strange. Also, let me know if you guys have played Life is Strange and who you picked in Life is Strange 1. If you picked Chloe or if you picked Warren, because what me, I did not hesitate. Like from the beginning of the game, I was like, oh my god, I'm picking Warren. I'm picking Warren. Like he was a little cute nerd boy who wanted to go watch like some ape movie. I was picking Warren from the beginning. It's giving, it's kind of like a community bar. Like you're probably gonna have a lot of friends. You're probably gonna be friends with the bartender. The bartender will give you some hot gossip, and I really love that. I also did not know we had dartboards in The Sims 4. That was kind of a surprise to me. Okay, hold on. It annoys me that it's not in the center. It really does. Isn't that cute? Like, tell me that's not cute. Like a cute little bar. And one thing I really love about building is making a build glow in the night. Like have that little glow. This is my favorite part about a build. Like it's just gorgeous, no? I just love it. I just love it. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. I'm always open to opinions, unless they're rude. Unless they're rude. There's this girl on TikTok, and I really love her outro. She's like, oh, let me know what you think in the comments, unless you don't like it. So that I'm gonna start saying that. Anyway, that's all I have for you guys today. Reminder that you can upload your builds with the hashtag Mykel Business Plaza, and I will be reviewing them in a future video. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe, and YouTube thinks you're gonna like this video, so see if they're right, and I'll catch you guys over there. Bye!